So today is a wonderful event that really kind of has become a tradition here in Monmouth County, our naturalization ceremony. Our commissioners, today we did, I think we had 300 folks, jurors, right, on today. And in the whole process of doing a grand jury, it's a process that you really have to market, right? And one of the things that I explained to the jury is I believe that we live in the greatest country in the world. And if you do believe that we live in the greatest country in the world, part of that is your participation in that process. Participation as a juror shouldn't be a chore, shouldn't be something that you should run away from. It should be really something that you should embrace. And in speaking to Capri today, she says, yeah, Judge, she said, just like the ceremony that we're gonna have, where we have a lot of folks that really want to be American citizens. And that is the beauty of our country. Every year, we are lucky enough to have a speaker that really has a part in that whole naturalization process. And today, I am really looking forward to hearing from my friend, Judge Paul Escanton, about his family history and how someone in his family was in the very spot that you are in today. We live in a country, we call it of many colors, just like a quilt, right? Folks come from all over. We're really a country of immigrants, right? The folks that make this country beautiful, they did not come from this country, right? They come from all over the world. And we will hear from our partners in the county, we'll hear from Judge Escanton, and it's just a happy time that we love to have every day. We're gonna have the presentation of colors at this time from the Monmouth County Sheriff's Office.
Good job. Forward, march. Left, left, right, left, 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 right, left, left. Detail. Halt. Left. Face.
Okay, if you all would stand and join me in the pledge.
Present arms.
Gentlemen, give me the high sign if you're done, because I don't want to interrupt you, okay? Looks like they're done. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can be seated, and we're going to have the National Anthem by the students from Freehold Borough High School. If you all could stand up while we do the national anthem. Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead, by the microphone. Yep. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Order, arms. Right, face. Forward, march.
Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
Thank you. You all can give a round of applause for our officers. And you can be seated. I'd like to introduce to you for our keynote remarks today, Paul Iskandon. Judge, you were appointed what year to the bench?
2009.
Just a little bit, about a year behind me.
That's right.
Judge has been in every division. He's been in civil. He has been in family. He's probably been in civil and family a couple different times now. His current assignment is that of drug court and of detention hearings, two really of the most critical assignments in the criminal division in the courthouse. Particularly with drug court, a huge issue right now in our country is opiate use and abuse of folks. And so Judge Iskandon has the temperament and the empathy to really preside over that calendar. And I'm really so excited about his work in that area. Judge Iskandon.
Okay. Thank you, Judge Thornton, commissioners, Mr. Dorr, ladies and gentlemen. I see some familiar faces in the audience. I see Myrtle in the back. Nice to see you, Myrtle. Good afternoon. It warms my heart to be here with people who have come from all around the world to celebrate Flag Day and to celebrate in this occasion to be sworn in as U.S. citizens. I was really very honored when Judge Thornton called upon me to perform this service. Like so many American families, I also have come from a family of immigrants. My mother was, in fact, in 1960, before I was born, was sworn in as a U.S. citizen right here in Freehold, New Jersey. And she always told the story. Her first meal after having been sworn in as a U.S. citizen was at the diner on Main Street in Freehold at the entrance of town. And it's still there today. I think it's called Tony's Grill. But my mother came here from Spain in 1954 and settled in Jersey City originally. She came at a period of time when in our country there was a shortage of healthcare workers, and she was a nurse in Spain, and she came to the U.S. She managed to get a job working in Mary Haig Hospital in Jersey City. Thereafter, she was introduced to my father, and the rest is history. They married, they settled in Monmouth County, and both of them remained in Monmouth County until the day they died. My mother loved Spain. She was proud of her Spanish heritage, passed that on to her children, but make no mistake about it, she considered herself an American. She loved this country, embraced her U.S. citizenship, along with all its benefits, as well as all of its great responsibilities. Now, in a few minutes, I'm going to swear you in But before we get to that, I do want to read to you a portion of a speech which was delivered by President Woodrow Wilson to a group of citizens, group of individuals that were just sworn in as U.S. citizens back on May 10th, 1915. 4,000 individuals were sworn in as U.S. citizens, and President Woodrow Wilson was asked to address the group, and it took place at the Convention Hall in Philadelphia on May 10th, 1915. Now, I'm not going to read to you the whole speech, just a portion of it, which I think is important, and it's just really food for thought. And it goes like this. My urgent advice to you would be not only always to think first of America, but always also to think first of humanity. You do not love humanity if you seek to divide humanity into jealous camps. Humanity can be welded together only by love, by sympathy, by justice, not by jealousy and hatred. I am sorry for the man who seeks to make personal capital out of the passions of his fellow men. He has lost the touch and ideal of America. For America was created to unite mankind by those passions which lift and not by the passions which separate and debase. We came to America either ourselves or in the persons of our ancestors to better the ideals of men, to make them see finer things than they had seen before, to get rid of the things that divide and to make sure of the things that unite. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to embrace your citizenship, to take advantage of its benefits, and more importantly, to be responsible citizens. So with that, I'll turn it over to Mr. Dorr, and then I will I'll conduct the actual swearing in. Okay.
All right, well, before we get started, I do want to say, Judge Thornton, thank you for having us again. This is actually our first special ceremony outside of our USCIS office in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, since COVID, so since before March of 2020. So this is pretty exciting to be out doing this stuff. Believe me, we've missed it. And Judge O'Scanlan, thank you for being the chosen one today to swear in all these soon-to-be new citizens. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get it organized for the judge. The first thing I want to do, and this kind of builds on what the judge was talking about being from different countries around the world. Today, here in this room, we represent so many different countries, and out of respect for the countries that you come from, I want to read the names of your countries out loud. So when you hear your country of origin, can you please stand and remain standing? Brazil, Canada, China, Costa Rica, Georgia, India, Ireland, Israel, Kazakhstan, Mexico, Pakistan, and we are missing the person from Peru, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway in case she is in the room somewhere. Peru, Philippines, Poland, Taiwan, and Uzbekistan. And I think we should all do a round of applause for those countries. Those are incredible countries. All right, so for this next part, bear with me. This is kind of part of us. We're live streaming this event, and we want to be able to get everybody in view of those that are watching from their computers at home or in the classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the names of those who are being sworn in today, and when you hear your name, I'm going to direct you to one of these blue X's up front. All right, so bear with me. If you don't know which X I'm pointing to, just look at me and I'll direct you in the right direction. And I also apologize. I did come around and talk to most of you about these names. Any names that I thought was pretty difficult. So So if I mess up, I do apologize. All right, so here we go. And we can clap when we hear these names. I think this would be exciting to do. So Keisha Bino, come on up. First X off. Thank you, Keisha. Karan Fitzgerald. Anna Gubladze. Dawa Hussein. And his daughter, I believe, Sahar Hussein. And his wife, Shamima Hussein. We got a couple family affairs going on here today. This is going to be exciting. How about Aniket Khanna? And his mom, Bharti Khanna. And dad, Samir Khanna. Anara Mahoney. Giovanna McCaffrey. Maria Montero. Pamela Moramea. Anna Mazden. Saad Qureshi. Gail Ramos. Got it, Gail. Good job. And his wife, Marie Ramos. Sadat Rapova. Ashish Shukla. And his wife, Sadhya Shukla. Elad Tenen. King Shu Wu. Dong Zhang. And Zhengsu Zhao. Judges Scanlon, these 25 candidates for naturalization have been interviewed by an officer of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service. Each candidate has demonstrated their knowledge of U.S. history and civics. They have also each demonstrated their competency in reading, writing, and understanding the English language. The government has found each candidate qualified for naturalization, and at this time respectfully request the court to administer the oath of allegiance, granting them their United States citizenship. Judge Cannon.
Thank you, Mr. Dorr. Mr. Dorr.
Sir.
Okay, candidates, would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potente, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that I take the obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations on your citizenship.
All right, wow. United States citizens. All right, what we're going to do, and the reason we called you up in order is because my staff over here on the right has your official certificate. So I'm going to come down and join them, and we're going to come through the rows, and we are going to hand you your official certificate. All right? All right, here we go. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm glad you're able to do this with your family. This is like a whole picture. I'm sorry. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Thank you.
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
At this time, we're going to have the candidates return to their seats.
And at this time, we're going to have a welcome from Monmouth County Commissioner Director Thomas Arnold.
Well, first of all, the first thing we have to start off on is congratulations. What a great day. On behalf of my fellow Commissioner Lillian Barry, Sue Kiley, Nick Duraco, and myself, we could not tell you how proud we are. Judge Stewart, I want to thank you for inviting us to your court. Judge Standen, thank you. Stewart, thank you. And today, to the United States citizens. You know, we're proud. Lillian and I speak about this often. And coming from an Italian heritage where our grandparents and our great-grandparents and parents, Lillian's parents, come right over from here and decided someday they want to be citizens, to allow us to